Well, it's Halloween week, and we continue our series, The White House of Horrors, get it? With a focus on Biden's woke America, the most recent jab at making things way more confusing, Joe Biden's X on passports. The first U.S. passport was issued with an X as an option for people who do not conform to being a man or a woman. I don't care how you identify yourself. I'm a libertarian. But when entire job forces have to change to accommodate a select few, then it becomes a problem. The detectors at TSA checkpoints are uniquely calibrated depending on your anatomy. You're making the lives of these agents harder. Plus, TSA say you need to be patted down by someone of the same gender. So if you get checked, do you think it's going to be easy to find an ex-TSA agent? Maybe a few phone calls if you're in Los Angeles, but you might not have as much luck in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Just wait. Those mandatory hiring quotas for non-gendered people, they're coming next. Sounds confusing because it is. Joe Biden and his White House of Horrors, nothing makes sense. Nothing necessarily legislated because culture isn't made through laws. It's how he runs his administration. When everyone is blaming their failures like the border crisis on systemic racism, no wonder people like those Netflix employees are doing things like this.
Why is he breaking my sign? Breaking my sign! Don't have free speech rights? Don't have free speech rights of all of you? Oh, look, there's such a fire. He's got a weapon! He's got a weapon! He's got a weapon!
It's a weapon. They broke that guy's sign, that protester's sign. We had him on the show, Vito Gesualdi. Good dude, funny guy. He was carrying around a sign in support of Dave Chappelle, but the woke mob went into attack mode, destroyed his sign, and then accused him of having a weapon because he had the stick left. Joe Biden and his White House of Horrors. Nothing makes sense. You know what the crazy part about all this is? Joe Biden is their leader. He's at the head of the table. This diverse coalition of two-spirit, non-conforming, agender people are led by an old, white, educated, cis-male racist. Biden, don't take my word for it. Take his.
The first sort of mainstream African American who is articulate and bright and clean and a nice looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook, man.
And this one.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
You know what? Joe Biden is a good fit to lead the woke mob. I mean, they already want to segregate our schools by race. They want to teach white children to feel shame for how they were born. Seems like Biden may actually be the right guy in the right place at the right time after all.
Hi, Rob Carson here. If you love watching Newsmax, you're really going to love listening to our new podcast. It's called the Newsmax Daily. I host it, and I give you the best briefing of the big news of the day, top newsmaker interviews, and even, yes, a few laughs. I know it's hard to believe. So if you're driving, walking, exercising, just about anywhere, you can connect with the Newsmax Daily with me, Rob Carson. Find our podcast online or go to iPhone, Spotify, iHeart, Stitcher, and more, and start listening today.